your relationship to infinity. Infinity is everything. Therefore, it is my only point of reference. My relationship with it is immersed in everything I am and do in everyday life. Infinity is absolute. It is the only thing not subject to relativity. There is no worldly authority. I am answerable and accountable to the Most High only. The supreme creator of universes is both the source of infinity and is everything within it. This is not an attitude learned in books or from teachers, but rather one cultivated through meditation, contemplation, and unbending, eternally focused dedication and devotion to the highest truth, no matter whether that highest truth agrees with my or any other's opinion or not. You can arrive at the highest truth of truths by combining the power of your own intention with devotion to the divine as you understand it. This can, but does not have to be related to any religious or spiritual path. You have this inherent ability. Infinity is. Period. After the is not infinity, but an aspect of it. One such aspect is that endless expanse of multiple universes and dimensions. In such an awesome context, up, down, left, right, small, big, me, other, important, unimportant, past, future, are hilariously artificial and relative concepts. What is big? How big is planet Earth compared to the human body? How big is planet Earth compared to the galaxy? What is true depends on context. The only absolute is existence itself. God's project is so huge that it's easy to get lost in it, which is why one fixed point of reference, one absolute and unmoving, eternally reliable point of orientation and guidance remains. I sometimes symbolize this absolute as a light shining eternally. The prime aspect of the Most High is radiant love. This love is an energy so profound and intense that it has the power to create all of these worlds and souls. To some, all of this may sound mystical, but it's actually quite practical. When a problem appears in daily life, I contrast it with infinity. What is my problem compared to infinity? In mere moments, I recognize the true depth and height of life as compared to my problem, and I can't help but to break out in laughter. Put into proper perspective, my personal issues are nothing but a tiny dot of insignificance, and I move on with relief. In the presence of this force that creates universes, no so-called problem can persist. In light of the outrageous abundance, prosperity, and beauty of infinity, all earthly importance, gains, and pains pale. Infinity is all that was, is, and ever will be. It is one, undivided. Some say infinity is everything and nothing. Some describe it as a vast nothingness. But that is actually already one split too many, since nothing is also something, namely a bunch of nothingness, then one can only say that infinity is everything. Period. The oneness of all, along with the exclamation period, supports the mind in not getting lost in all kinds of abstractions and secondary considerations. The same goes for anything else. Many speak of light and darkness, but as there is only one radiant light. Darkness as a thing does not exist. One cannot shine darkness into a room or turn on a darkness switch. Darkness is merely a lower gradient of light on a scale, but it is still light, even if to your eyes it sometimes appears as if there is none. All within infinity always changes. Infinity itself is the only thing that never changes. It just is. The more you refer to that which is unchanging, the more you refer to absolute truth, as opposed to changing truth and relative truth. In this sense, the ocean is more real than its single waves. Infinity is the absolute of mathematics, physics, philosophy, religion, psychology, and spirituality. But in this book, I would like to advertise it as practically useful on a very real, personal, and day-to-day level. In fact, I attribute the entirety of my worldly success and inner happiness to it. I have long ago given up trying to be smarter than it. It teaches me humility. Why? Because contained within it is the creative force that has taken care of trillions of lives. It teaches me that in order to expand, I must be more like it. That would mean to stop focusing on that tiny dot within the circle and become aware of more. It teaches me that anything one can imagine has some form of existence somewhere. It teaches me that every grain of sand contains infinity, and that from another viewpoint, an entire universe has the size of a grain of sand. It teaches me that, in a holographic sense, when I have a problem with one little thing, in that moment of time I have a problem with everything. And when I have love for one little thing, in that moment I have love for everything. It teaches me that, as an aspect of infinity, there are thousands of things I could be doing today, thousands of paths I could be taking in any given moment, trillions of things I could be seeing, thinking, hearing, and choosing. You are a unique viewpoint of infinity, and in this way connected to all that is, forever. So from all that is, choose wisely what you wish to dedicate yourself to. As a human strolling through the supermarket of the universe, you probably won't choose every item in every aisle. That would be overwhelming. And you probably won't be choosing nothing, lest someone choose for you. And even no choice is a choice. So it seems that as a human, you have a choice about everything, except choice itself. That is the only thing you cannot switch off. Understand that choice is a matter of intent and decision, not a matter of desire, in the sense of longing or neediness. When you desire something, you're implying a lack, implying that infinity is lacking, implying that the thing desired is not available in the infinite supermarket. Paradoxically, desire separates us from that which we desire. Choice is not a matter of resisting something either. When you resist something, you are focusing on it and thereby giving it more importance and reality than you would like to. Paradoxically, resistance draws toward us the things that we do not desire. If in the supermarket you are busy fighting the butcher and his meat, you are where you say you don't want to be. You're at the butcher, butchering yourself. The comedy of life is not getting what we want, but instead getting what we don't want. Relief from suffering comes from relaxing desire on one end and resistance on the other end, relaxing both attachment and aversion, which are actually two sides of the same coin. Having an aversion toward one thing equals having a desire toward another thing, and vice versa. Rather than strongly desiring something, one merely chooses to focus on a specific reality, that aspect of infinity. Rather than resisting something, one then merely chooses to stop focusing on a specific reality, that aspect of infinity. So relax. Searching for a better life implies an insufficient life and attracts even more insufficiency. Relax the wants and the not wants, and be at peace with life as it is. Instead, ask yourself, what is my relationship with infinity?